Welcome to the Bootleg Zones. I'd like for you all to join me on the journey that is the Ghostbusters 2 Flippin' Fun Jokes, Riddles, and Coloring Book. This is actually quite the ridiculous piece of Ghostbusters merchandise. This Ghostbusters 2 Flippin' Fun book was actually one of several Ghostbusters 2 activity books that were released around this time, which was actually before the movie by 1 year, as these were released in 1988. So I guess these books could have been your first look into Ghostbusters 2, if you want something highly inaccurate. These Ghostbusters 2 activity books were released by Honey Bear Books. And I do remember their logo being around on quite a few things back in the day. And these would have ran you $2.50, which is either a good deal or a complete ripoff. I'll let you decide. Ghostbusters, back to the sewers! Hours of riotous fun! So inside we see that this was published by Modern Publishing. This is a really modern book, guys. This was printed in Canada, a real national treasure. They also have some of the cast's name, which is rather amusing for reasons. Which is, apparently they didn't have the likeness rights for any of the Ghostbusters, which is pretty darn stupid for movie tie-in merchandise. So what do the Ghostbusters say is the best thing to take before screaming for help? A deep breath! Why do ghosts stick together? Because they can't stand to kiss each other goodbye. Hours of riotous fun. Now that you guys are prepped for the hilarity about to come, get ready for this classic Ray line. Stance! I'm a man of few words. When I see a ghost, I'll beckon with my fingers, and that means come. Winston! I'm a man of few words myself. If I shake my head, that means I ain't coming. Ha ha! Apparently, Mustache Ray here is from his cameo in the Casper movie. The likeness thing gets kind of confusing with some of these pages though, like with Dana here, which is clearly based on Sigourney Weaver. And hey, they also managed to contact the Scoleri brothers and get their likeness rights. They also do several knock-knock jokes in this book, but it's always rap for some reason. Rap! Who's there? Ash! Ash who? Gazoon-tight! Better stay out of those cold graveyards! Ash who? Ash who? So, sometimes in this, Peter looks like he's kinda based on real Ghostbusters Peter, but the other Ghostbusters aren't, so I really don't know what they were doing with any of these. It's also weird how sometimes they name who's on the page, and other times it's just a Ghostbuster. A Ghostbuster awoke one morning, yawned, stretched, and said, "Oh hum, time for my morning exorcise!" What do the Ghostbusters do every night at 10:30? Merchandising? Take a coffin break, because they're on a coffin. It's as good as coffin crisp. Why did the game warden accompany the Ghostbusters on a job? Because he heard the ghosts hadn't renewed their haunting licenses. Shut up! Ecto-1 has seen better days. Haven't we all? Well, I think I recognize this guy as well. Rap! Who's there? Spook! Spook who? Spook up! I can't hear you! Oh, we just get a story on this page. Once there was a ghost who haunted a swimming pool. When the Ghostbuster arrived, you know, that classic character, the Ghostbuster, the ghost told him, "Come into the pool and let me show you my new trick. We dive under the water and stay there for 3 hours. 3 hours, exclaimed the Ghostbuster. If I do that, I'll drown. Shucks, grumbled the ghost. You know the trick. What do ghosts call their navy? The Ghost Guard. Janos Poa works on the painting of Vigo the Carpathian. Oh, is Janos responsible for all the art in this book? I mean, that's why Vigo actually looks like Vigo. He's so biased. Here's a page that actually seems to have Winston on it, but it's just two generic Ghostbusters. Two Ghostbusters were walking through a dark haunted house. Darn, said the first Ghostbuster, this match won't light. What's the matter with it? Asked the second Ghostbuster. I don't know, replied the first. It worked a minute ago. Does that actually qualify as a joke? What? More Slimer! Where does a ghost pick up his mail? At the ghost office. You're responsible for all the destroyed packages, aren't you, Slimer? What do ghosts eat for dinner? Spook Eddie. Oh, come on, that's nothing. The river of slime grabs weird mustache man. What is a ghost's favorite amusement park ride? The roller coaster. Well, I do remember that particular pun being used in Ghostbusters before.
I think our trademark is being infringed.
And here's a classic interaction between Ray and Egon. Stance, remember, the Ghostbusters work as a team. Egon, okay, you find the ghosts and I'll run for help. Oh, scaredy cat Egon.
Who you gonna call? Someone else.
So, we know that mustache man is Ray at this point, but this is Egon. Seriously? Seriously? Anime boy? That's Egon? I mean, even if they couldn't use his likeness at all, they could put glasses on him, but why? Why is this Egon? Why? Anyway, time for some more hilarity with anime boy Egon. Dr. Venkman was really annoyed when Egon used the Ecto-1A to just drive around the block for hamburgers. Who ever heard of taking a car to go around the block, he complained. What do you think we've got 2 feet for? One for the brake and one for the accelerator, said Egon. You know, I really love how they nailed the characters' personalities in this book. And that is classic Egon for you. Always just driving around the block for burgers and Venkman gets annoyed at him. Oh, Ghostbusters. Anime boy Egon needs to get burgers. Annoyed Peter, he is the serious one. Rap. Who's there? Iona. Iona who? Iona Broom. Want a ride? No, I do not. What do you call a place where ghosts live? A territory. What did one ghost say to the other ghost? Do you believe in people? Well, I can tell you I'm having a much harder time believing in people after reading this. Rap. Who's there? Spook. Spook who? Spook when you're spoken to. Sure. Who are you? Oh good, Morth the Mustache Man. The Ghostbusters were at a fancy dinner party being given by the mayor. The mayor just frowned at me for eating with my fingers, Winston told Stance. Well, said Stance, you should know better. Listen, said Winston, if this food isn't clean enough to eat with your fingers, it isn't fit to eat. What? What? When do ghosts have the most fun? When they're feeling very high-spirited. What's white has 4 arms, 2 heads, and 4 legs? A ghost with spare parts. Egon demonstrates how the slime reacts to music. Is he really doing that? Looks like he's just getting ready to shoot it. And wait, this is Egon now? This kind of looks like exactly how they draw Peter. Couldn't have the no-ghost logo on his arm, that'd be too much. Lewis and Slimer engage in a battle of wits. Wits? Slimer's wearing glasses? Is that witty? And hey, that actually kind of looks like Rick Moranis, so again, it's very weird with who actually kind of resembles themselves in this. And the mayor's bald, so that's sorta there. Hey, Venkman said to the mayor, one of your guests just insulted me. My, said the mayor, only one? Rap, rap, who's there? Ahab. Ahab who? Ahab, a cold in my nose, so I can't go out ghostbusting tonight. Wait, why was one of the Scoleri brothers gonna go out ghostbusting in the first place? A ghastly hag floated down the stairs toward the Ghostbuster and said, "Son, I was beautiful in my day." "What day was that?" said the Ghostbuster. "Man, Ghostbuster, you are a jerk." And here's an interaction between Ghostbuster and Dana. Yeah, they named Dana, but this is just Ghostbuster. "Ghostbuster, I jog 6 miles a day." "Dana, you don't have to brag about it." "Ghostbuster, my goodness, why do you think I do it?" "Shut up, Ghostbuster!" Ghosts have a very even disposition. They're always horrible. Much like some books I could name. "Ooh, another Winston sighting with Mustache Man." What do you say when a dog becomes a ghost? Doggone! What do you do if a dog ghost barks all night? Put him in a barking lot. A barking lot. A barking lot! What's the difference between a ghost and peanut butter? A ghost won't stick to the roof of your mouth. What is this? Why do some ghosts shoot lightning from their fingers? They just don't know how to conduct themselves. Or they forgot what movie they're in. The Ghostbusters were trying on new boots. "I don't like these boots," complained Winston. "They're too narrow and pointed." "That's the way they're wearing them this year," Stance said. "Yeah," responded Winston, "but I'm still wearing last year's feet." When is a ghost untruthful? When it lies in its coffin. I could go for a lie in a coffin right about now. Rap, rap, who's there? Jess, Jessu, Jess little ol' me boo. What? Story page with first and second Ghostbuster. First Ghostbuster. "I'm great at investigating. I used to be with the Secret Service." Second Ghostbuster. "What did you investigate?" First Ghostbuster. "I don't know. It was so secret, no one told us." Was this just some joke one of these people had and they're like, "We absolutely have to throw this in this book"? What do ghosts chew? Booble gum. Booble gum. Booble gum. Oh, geez, I don't know if I'm gonna survive much more of these rap jokes. Rap, who's there? Fanny. Fanny who? Fanny Buddy calls, I'm out haunting houses. Hey, you can't be making those Fanny jokes in the UK, buddy. Dana is captured by Janosch and Vigo. And then they starred in a romantic comedy about their love triangle, apparently. What is the coldest row in the haunted theater? 0. Why does the Ghostbusters calendar look so sad? Because its days are numbered. Might also be sad because it's attached to this crappy joke and is trying to drip off the page. What steps should you take if a ghost chases you? Long ones! What's the best way to catch a ghost? Have someone throw it to you. Why are the Scoleri brothers triplets now? Why are they all the same Scoleri brother? A farmer walked outside one morning and found a demon stomping through his vegetable garden. Hey you, the farmer explained. Don't you know you're walking in my potato patch? So what, said the demon. Now you can raise mashed potatoes. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Egon designs a new weapon, the slime blower. Jeez, I didn't know Egon knew how to do anything technical. I thought all he did was drive around the block for hamburgers. Annoying Ghostbuster. 2 ghosts were walking through a jungle. Ha, said one. I just found out that I'm stronger than Tarzan. How do you know that? Asked the second ghost. Because, said the first, I don't scream when I beat my chest. Everyone else does. Is this a Ghostbusters joke? Is this a Tarzan joke? Is this an anything joke? Does this deserve to have ever been put on a page at all? What flies and goes snap, crackle, pop? A ghost with a short circuit. I thought it'd be a ghost eating cereal. Why do ghosts have wrinkles? Ever try to iron one? Is this book testing your patience yet? Can you handle more raps? Who's there? Spook! Spook who? Spook now or forever hold your peace! I can't get enough jokes where they use spook in place of speak. Time for some more classic Ghostbusters characters. Mother Ghost and Junior Ghost. Mother Ghost, what are you doing? Junior Ghost, I'm chasing Ghostbusters. Mother Ghost, how many times have I told you not to play with your food? Wait, so this little broken back wiener eats people? They eat people? Speaking of eating, what's green and slimy and comes in a can? Cream of ghost soup. So, ghosts eat us, and I guess we eat them. The Statue of Liberty climbs off its pedestal, and we wanted to immortalize that with a really unflattering pose. Oh no, not more raps. Rap. Who's there? Isidore. Isidore who? Isidore stuck shut. If you were a ghost, you could walk right through it. It's not a joke, Slimer! First ghost, let's fly up and haunt the moon. Second ghost, we can't, the moon is full tonight. Oh, ghosts on the moon. Mustache Man operates the controls from the statue's crown. So that's the NES Max controller there. Yeah! Story time. A woman telephoned the Ghostbusters to report that she had ghosts in her car. As if their being there isn't bad enough, she said. They've gone and ripped out the steering wheel, the brake pedal, and the entire dashboard. You've gotta stop them. As the Ghostbusters got ready to go help the woman, the phone rang again. Never mind, said the same woman. I was so shook up, I got into the back seat by mistake. So the joke is, she's an idiot. I hate her. Vigo begins to separate from the painting. Not pictured. The painting. It's just, he's a floating torso. That's close enough. Please, no. Rap. Who's there? Canoe who? Canoe come out and haunt tonight? A ghoul walked into a drugstore and ordered a soda that cost 50 cents. He put down a $10 bill to pay for it. The clerk thought to himself, what does a ghoul know about money? So he handed him back a single dollar in change. Shutting the cash register drawer, the clerk said to the ghoul, you know, we don't get many ghouls in here. No wonder, said the ghoul, at $9 a soda? This isn't funny, the cashier's just racist. How do you know when there's a ghost in your bed? He has a big G on his pajamas. Can you try a little? That's not a joke. What would you say if you saw 9 ghosts with green faces and 1 ghost with a purple face? I'd say 9 out of 10 ghosts have green faces. Bad! No! Vigo uses the Mustache Man as a shield. Who are you gonna call? Someone else. Now, I don't want to overhype this, but this might be the best joke ever told. Why did the ghost paint his toenails red? So he could hide in a strawberry patch. So he could hide in a strawberry patch. So he could hide in a strawberry patch. You know, I've been doing this for a long time and I'm not sure if it's worth it anymore. Anyway, what do you call a green powder? A non-joke? No, an instant ghost. Rap, rap. Who's there? Justin. Justin who? Just in time. There's a ghost after me. Lazy busters. What's green and comes in a bottle? Liquid ghost. You just did powdered ghost! How do you make a statue of a ghost? Take a block of stone and chip away everything that doesn't look like a ghost. Can a ghost send a message by airmail? Sure, if he writes on flypaper. Once there were two poltergeists who kept throwing the grandfather clock back and forth across the room. Why? They were just passing time! That's almost something. The statue is restored to Liberty Island. Deleted scene.
Don't they mean Ellis Island? Oh, Mandela!
Please, I can't with this. Rap, rap, who's there? Stan. Stan who? Stan aside, ghost coming through. Stop it. What do you get when your dog comes back as a ghost? A very nervous mailman. And also a very lazy drawing. What time is it when a ghost invades your house? Time to move! Oh look, a page with Ghostbusters again. It's been a while. Stance! Hey, why are you snapping your fingers? Venkman, to keep ghosts away. Stance, I don't see any ghosts. Venkman, works, doesn't it? Wait, so now Ray doesn't have a mustache and Venkman does? Who are the Ghostbusters? Who cares? Anyway, I hope Anime Boy Egon's getting us some more hamburgers. What did the grape say when the ghost squashed it? Nothing. It just let out a little whine. What's a ghost's favorite song as slime goes by? Rap, rap. Who's there? Wallace! Wallace who? Wallace is the last time I'm ghost rapping on this door. Please, please, never do it again! Slimer flies happily around the statue's crown. Apparently to the annoyance of the statue, though. Oh good, the no-good bum Slimer finally got a job. Two Ghostbusters came upon a ghost. "Aw," said the first, "that's only a little green ghost." "So what?" said the second, "they're just as dangerous as the ripe ones." Why did he have a suit for that? Why did the Ghostbusters stop digging up graves? Stop being grave robbers? No, they got tired of the whole business. What does the average ghoul weigh? That depends on who he had for lunch. A man had been kept prisoner in a haunted house for 30 years. When the Ghostbusters came to save him, he ran down the front path to the sidewalk, screaming, "I'm free! I'm free!" "So what?" said a small boy standing nearby. "I'm 4." What? Ah! What? 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 And on that horrible note, we get to the end of the book. Was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if anything in life's been worth it anymore. But I'll tell you this. Rap, rap. No! So, while most of you, I'm sure, have heard of the Betamax format, as is one of the competing home video formats at one time, not probably a lot of you have heard of the BetaCam format, which came in 2 different tape sizes, the regular beta tape and then the huge BetaCam L tape. The BetaCam format was developed by Sony in 1982 and actually remained popular with some video productions well into the 2000s. Until, you know, people kind of got tired of having to run through tapes all the time to watch their footage when there were far more convenient digital methods available. The BetaCam format was primarily used by productions for like broadcast or submastering, which is why most consumers would never have heard of it. And the main reason I I became aware of it was because I bought a bunch of Ninja Turtles concert footage which was on the BetaCam format. And yes, we'll be discussing this evil, I guess, Ninja Turtles concert footage more in depth in another video. Or should I say, Ninja Turtles. Wow, who knew Hulk Hogan had it right the whole time?
Well, we better do something quick. Okay, come on, guys, listen up. Okay, Don, I want you to go there. Okay, and Leo. Okay, Mike. And break.
Action. Where are those dudes? It's time for the sound check. We gotta do this thing. Oh man, they're loafing around inside. Check it out.
A kind of funny thing is, I actually had worked with the BetaCam format once back in college for a silly wrestling game commercial project I did. Time to play the game.
What?
But I didn't realize at the time that this was a different beta rather than the old failed format Betamax. Whatever BetaCam player we had at the school for capturing to, for some reason would skip forward a few seconds at the beginning of a tape. And I had unfortunately started recording right at the beginning, so that was gonna screw up my first shot. And the teacher said, well, I don't know, guess you're screwed. Luckily, one of my friends in class helped me to force the machine to actually play the beginning of the tape properly. Another thing you quite commonly find on BetaCam are the electronic press kits, or EPKs.
You! Ghostbusters! Demons of this temple! Destroy them!
Look up there. I'll take care of this.
Electronic press kits weren't meant for home viewing or anything. These would be shown off at some sort of press event, of course. And since the BetaCam format was primarily used for production work of some sort, getting a machine that'll actually play them these days is quite annoying. The model I ended up getting was the Sony J10. The Betamax VCR I have is also a Sony, which is quite appropriate since Sony was behind both formats. So while these two Beta cassettes have the exact same form factor, they are not the same thing at all. BetaCam has a much superior video quality compared to Betamax. And if you're wondering if you can stick a BetaCam cassette into a Betamax VCR, well, the answer is yes. There just isn't really a lot of point to sticking a BetaCam cassette into a Betamax VCR. It will try to play the thing, but it's not the same format, so the Betamax VCR can't actually read this cassette properly, so it doesn't display anything. And by the way, absolutely nothing is playing right now, yet still it's showing that there's something on the left and right channels. I don't know why. I bet the flashing 12 on a VCR is very nostalgic for some of you. But if you want a machine that can fast forward or rewind your BetaCam tapes, the Betamax VCR can do that. Anyway, let's end this pointlessness. Give me the tape back. The BetaCam tapes survived the Betamax VCR. So let's look a little bit more at the Sony J10, you know, the machine that's actually supposed to play these tapes. So you'll notice the giant tape flap, and this is of course because this machine can take both BetaCam S and L. Now if you're wondering like, how do you know where to stick the smaller BetaCam tapes in? Well, there's little blocks here, so it'll only actually take the tape if you push it in the exact center. Listen to that lovely hum of this machine running. I don't know if it always did that. It is old at this point. Playing back BetaCam footage in the Sony J10 is really smooth as it almost instantly switches from rewind to fast forward and play, where a usual VCR will take a second or two to switch to the other mode. Also, when you press stop on this machine, it still displays the part of the tape you are stopped on, so it's almost more like pause from a VCR.
Say
A major issue I had with this machine was quite often after running a tape for a while, the picture would get all messed up, with color distortion and the proper images going black and white. It wouldn't correct itself after it did this either, just get worse and worse. I'm assuming that as the tape is running through the machine, it's getting slightly misaligned or something, which is causing this. I'd have to eject the tape and then put it back into the machine to get the picture back to how it should look, so that made capturing a bit more annoying. I assume the machine wasn't doing that back whenever it was being used for actual production work. At least I'd sure hope not.
Where the heck is 122 and an 8?
You're standing on it, dude. Just slip it down here.
And yay, I got my tape back. Not perfectly though, sometimes this machine likes to grab the tapes, and that's kind of annoying. It's quite dodgy to ever stick these tapes in this machine, so I don't like that. There we go, get this tape open and wind the tape back in properly to the cassette. So yeah, that's not great. This machine has done this to me a few times, which made capturing the footage quite challenging. So, I actually have the Ninja Turtles movie on BetaCam format. Here's the Ninja Turtles movie on a regular Betamax cassette, and here it is on the two giant BetaCam L tapes. These cassettes were used as NTSC submasters in 1996, so these were probably used for the second main run of TMNT on home video.
But perhaps the most disturbing silence is that coming from City Hall. But perhaps the most disturbing silence is that coming from City Hall.
Righteous! Bossa Nova! What? Yeah? Bossa Nova? Righteous! Bossa Nova! What? Yeah? Bossa Nova? Funny Mikey! Funny Mikey!
And soon, I gave them all names. Leonardo, Michelangelo.
It's me.
Donatello, and Raphael.
Does anybody have any idea about who or what this is?
Now you face the Shredder. He dies. Death comes for us all, Rokusaki.
Oops!
I haven't had a lot of luck with really either beta format. Both of these have been a pain in the ass to get to run properly. I've had to open up both of these machines. And while you just saw that the Sony J10 now sometimes likes to grab a tape on the way out, one time it was rewinding the tape and I didn't stop it immediately and it didn't break properly, so it just snapped the tape and I had to find a way to fix that so I could still run the tape and capture it. So I had to open up the BetaCam cassette, put a little tape on the tape, and then managed to get it back together, which was the toughest part. So while I was capturing those TMNT concert tapes, I had this machine at one point completely lock up on me and display an error message, which was really not very fun. When the Sony J10 had snapped the one tape because it didn't break at the beginning like it's supposed to, I had to figure out where the manual eject was, and that was really not very easy because I couldn't find a proper manual for this machine online. Eventually I found where it was though and popped the tape out. So I had opened up the J10 here to give you a nice look at the internals and stuff, but I was soon to find out I needed the damn thing open anyway. So even after I got that one tape it had snapped out of it, the machine still didn't want to work properly. It was only giving me that error message, so I had to troubleshoot what I was doing while not at all knowing what I was doing. My repair process involved a lot of cursing and hitting the thing. Not exactly professional. But whatever, it eventually worked. I'm a real BetaCam repairman. I hope it didn't catch this tape. That would be nice. Oh shit. Come on. Did it catch the tape? This stupid thing. Wow. Wow. Well, you can see the damn thing screwing up as we speak. It did not even get the tape there. Ah. I can't even put this tape in to demonstrate anything. The stupid thing messes up. You see how annoying this thing is? Oh, there we go. There's a red LED in the back. We know exactly what's wrong now, right? So, I wasn't planning for a live error demonstration, but there you go. Oh, this thing is so stupid. It's so stupid. All right, time for manual eject. Which, yeah, you just push this back and force it to give me the tape. Just give me the f***ing cassette. Okay, so it didn't snap the tape this time, but you can see what it did. It has flipped the tape underneath this flap, which it's supposed to be over. So that's at least an easy fix and shouldn't have really damaged the tape much. Still annoying. So, even when you get a professional BetaCam machine, you can't really trust it. These machines are quite expensive, and it's really annoying that even when you get one made by the people who made the format, it doesn't want to work right. See if turning the dumb thing off and on again makes it want to work again. Oh, we still in error mode? That cleared it. It was a lot easier this time to get rid of the error message. Even getting the tape out and turning it off and on last time, the error message still stayed. So yeah, this really makes me not want to put cassettes in here unless I'm capturing them. Luckily, I've already captured all these things.
Oh yeah!
It's still annoying, but it's okay. It's okay. We have the footage. Now, a nice thing I can say about the damn Sony J10 is since it's a professional machine, it will run both NTSC and PAL cassettes with no issue. They don't region lock these because they're not for consumers. Though it doesn't automatically correct for the speed between the NTSC and PAL formats, so when playing a PAL cassette, it comes out like this.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow! Let's show this sailor how we play downtown!
So here's a look at the little runners that push a small BetaCam tape into the correct center. So, you know, it wouldn't have any issue playing it, except it'll still grab it because it's the best. It's a pro machine. Seriously, I just really never have any luck with Beta. Oh no, Beta really is very apt. Yeah, take that, 3M. This cassette is 5M. Clearly superior then. It's got more M's. Though this tape has Pizza Hut on it. I don't know if Ampex 5M can really compete with that. Oh no, I can't believe the warranty's been voided. I should have sent this machine into Sony. By the way, this machine had been opened up well before I had it. It doesn't take very long for this machine to start to heat up either. BetaCam, it's so much fun. I hate you, anime boy Burger Egon. So I was quite recently and randomly given the Sears catalog from fall and winter of 1987, and I thought that'd be a quite interesting thing to look through. So this 1987 Sears magazine is actually still sealed, so guess what? We're gonna ruin that. I know it's a shame not to keep this discolored plastic wrap around this magazine any longer. So back in 87, you could have paid $5 just to be able to look through the catalog of more things to buy from Sears. We already had quite the tour de force on the fashion with the cover, don't we? And here's the awesome coupons where you can get $5 or $10 off if you spend $50 or $100. Man, look at what golden retrievers were dressing like back then. But I will say that this dog was absolutely absolutely brilliant in Jessica 2. Really fixed all the problems I had with Jessica 1. Ready to go weekending? Ah, those were the days, back when you could pose in front of your airplane before takeoff. Wait, so this is the dress from the cover? It's like half blouse, half table cover? Man, she be day tripping. You know, I wish I could go and be unhappy in front of an airplane like this kid. Ah, nothing but casual. Another win for Jessica 2. Here's a bit more of the classical 80s fashion, if you will. Whoa, is she really on the move? Oh yeah, break out the shoulder pads. This old black and white mustache man loves it. Well, I wasn't ready for the sexy Dr. Evil posing. Get this woman some more hairspray, stat! Oh, breaking news, we've got a sweater update, bold and coming on stronger than ever. What the hell? Going for the Blossom look. You know, Blossom really ruined these hats for everyone. Cardigan chic, I think you mean supervillain chic. She looks like she's thinking about how she can poison the water and destroy the entire town. What? $1 million looks for only 36 bucks? I'd be a fool not to buy these! And these clothes are from the Takes You a Second to Realize That This Isn't the Same Woman Copied 3 Times collection. Oh yeah, she's got the cord lord ass. Ah, stretchers. That's what I want to think of when I think of fashion, being in the hospital. Uh-huh, yes, very good. Now, allow Sears to teach you the true essence of feminine dressing. This dog knows all about it. Hey, let's get some denim on that denim. Double and denim. Are you ready for some subtle distinctions in pastel corduroy? Subtle! You know what? It's a shame we lost this cool way to wear your jackets. You know, she's only cold on this half. Oh, you know, I was just thinking we need more denim on denim. And oh, look, Big Blue. It's the precursor to Big Green. You know, I'm really doing nothing but nitpicking this catalog, aren't I? And here's the current Knitwork news for you. These existed. Our star performers of Fall 87, I guess, was like the airline stewardess look. Oh, come on, disco's dead, lady. Maternity wear to have fun in. That sounds like a lie. So here's some fresh styles in career apparel where you're always pulling your corded phone as far as it can go. Alright, I just genuinely love this. We've got Jogosaurus and Aerobosaurus. Ah, yes. So here's a portable whirlpool for a relaxing bathtub massage. I bet that thing was super noisy and just made a big mess. Also, those are some awesome jumpsuits there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check my blood pressure after making this video. This is how you know that these boots are for kids. They've got Winnie the Pooh glaring at them. You know, Pooh Bear, I don't think those will fit you. Come grow with us and look like an absolute cool... Woo, check it out! Now you too can have a weird face sweater. Wow, look at that casual posing. This is right before she fell over and broke her ass. Ooh, corduroy pants and suspenders. That's too cool for me. You know what, guys? I have a strange suspicion that people liked denim a lot in the 80s. Winnie the Pooh! Do these clothes have anything to do with Winnie the Pooh, or it's just because there's a couple of Winnie the Pooh plushes in front of them? Alright, so here's some clothing that actually has Winnie the Pooh on it, like this bunting bag. That doesn't sound right. Sounds like you're gonna go to jail for that one. And here's some more cool kids fashion, like girls that kind of look like that old 7-Up mascot guy and knockoff Street Fighter sweater. And by the way, 87, that's the year Street Fighter came out. Oh, 87 actually had this right. You get the baby to push you in the stroller. Apparently we forgot the invasion of the Winnie the Pooh plushes from 87. We better put these plushies to bed. A step in the right direction. I don't know, I think you might have steered these dorks wrong, Sears. Showing off in dragon? You know, I wouldn't normally associate dragons with the preppy dickweed look. Alright, this guy wins fashion. Anyway, get some more popped collars in here. We're the dragons. Get ready to run for your lives in these sweet fashions by Sonic. Oh yeah, some cool old hockey clothes with some Nordiques merch and the original Winnipeg Jets. And show off that 80s love for ninjas with generic ninja merch. And get your kids dressed as popped collar Mario as soon as possible. Oh man, look at this kid. He really is the champ, isn't he? Time for the classic The Leather Dummies, where this woman had a tough time choosing between this guy or the exact same guy. This is kind of like MacGyver gone wrong, isn't it? He's so not MacGyver. I was MacGyver as a kid. Well, one of us is gonna have to change. This is awkward. Oh man, I tried really hard to forget about this band, the Twit Trio. Ooh, we've got Flexo waist pants. It says built-in belt pants. Very good. Never be caught off guard without a giant red calculator at your side. This looks like a Star Trek away team gone wrong. Oh, well, I'm glad Dave Coulier made it in here. Now there's a look for dog sledding, I guess. Experience the ultimate gene. Imagine if you could just wrap yourself in denim head to toe. You know what? I've actually given that a lot of thought. Come to me, denim! Oh, well, we found Pinhead's choice sweater. Puzzles. We got Wayne Gretzky in here niking it up. I know. Do me. What do you think? Welcome to the Boulevard of Broken Dreams Club. Denim, denim, denim. Corduroy. The casual shovel over the shoulder here gets me, and I don't know, what is this guy doing? He's ready for some paperwork out in the snow? What a team! Sexual harassment charges were filed 2 days later. Of the many Die Hard sequels, Sears Die Hard was definitely my favorite. Look at what flowers we're wearing in the 80s. What idiots. They told me to get my ass in Sears. I never knew it'd end up like this. Look at this, just in the wall covering section, we have that Winnie the Pooh plush menace. Still hadn't quite gotten out of that wood paneling phase, even in 87, I guess. Ah, there we go. There's a more modern bathroom. I imagine that's a smart toilet. Oh boy, are you hungry for some really unappealing looking crap being cooked in microwaves? Ah, a nice look at an 80s fridge with some Tab and New Coke, Nielsen milk, and I don't think you'll see homogenized milk labeled quite that way anymore. Got some more 80s fridge action here, though they've switched to Diet Coke now, and they've got some Mr. and Mrs. T. Never heard of that before. Look at these stylish new Kenmore vacuums, only at Sears. Man, the light on that one doesn't even look good in the ad. Alright, now we're getting to some good stuff with the cameras. We got Safari, which is a brand I don't remember. And then we've got a Canon SLR, which is like the great times a million grandfather of the DSLR I'm shooting this on. You get to save $60, so you'd only have to pay $469.99 for this in 1987 dollars. Great. And now you can keep your cheap crap safe in this ugly tan safe. Alright, now here's the sweet new computer rigs for 1987, though all they're talking about here is like the desks and chairs and stuff. Well, forget computers, you're gonna spend $349.99 on a typewriter. Or get this, you're saving $100 on this too. This is $700 for this typewriter, but it's worth it. Look, it's got this little LCD screen on it. Wow. Holy crap. Did you guys know you can get cordless phones now from Northern Telecom, which is something that existed back then, I guess. Oh man, I wish I could actually order one of these, but probably not the price they're asking here of $2,000. But it's hard to imagine it ever getting any better than VHS, where you can get a Sears branded machine for $500. This one is $650, $550, $750, $600, and $800. And here's some of the TVs you'll find frequenting thrift stores that they can usually barely ever get rid of. And here's what they cost back then. So the lovely wood panel model here was $1,100. Here's the most expensive one at $1,150, and then we got our cheapy $900 TV, another $900, and $900. And speaking of wood panel nightmare, and I do believe my grandparents had that exact same VHS case, Die Hard! And it's the 80s, so you definitely need a Casio keyboard. And maybe a guitar. And here's the electronic show place with some pretty sweet boom boxes and Walkman. I love the super 80s background they got for this page here. It's almost like this 80s catalog is from the 80s or something. And this is the Fisher Pretty Steep Price. Oh, and here's the mat for you if you want one where you can actually potentially lose your kid in it. Ooh, look at that wonderful, convenient mechanism for a footrest. All right, who's ready for an uncomfortable night of Trivial Pursuit? Ooh, who wants some bendy lights? Sure to break and probably shock you. When did Sears last update this photo? The 60s? And speaking of outdated looking, even for 87, did anyone actually ever want this look for their furniture? It just looks like an ugly brown blanket draped over them. And we got an insert here with the freedom of communication, innovative technology for your home or office with corded phones and a dual cassette answering machine. Wow! Ugh, what a tool. Oh, and here's a lovely idea, carpeting your toilet, so you can have some really gross carpet on it that's absorbed a bunch of shit and piss particles. And why stop there? Just carpet the whole damn thing. That's gross. You know, I really can't imagine why this trend stopped. Ugh, just stop with this. This is an obscene magazine at this point. Nope, they ain't ever gonna stop. And I'm afraid this bathroom just blew itself. And this is for the people that want a gross carpeted bathroom that also reminds them of a crime scene. And unfortunately, there's no toy section at all in this one. I was hoping to get some Nintendo, Turtles, and Ghostbusters, but guess you just have to wait for the Wish book back in '87. So, yeah, no Nintendo, but at least you can be an idiot that thinks they're sailing away on their bed. Or you can get some glow-in-the-dark sheets, which, hey, those might actually have been kind of cool. The Learning Line. I don't know if dinosaurs on your sheets and curtains are really gonna teach you anything, but sure. Guess now you know dinosaurs slept too. And the adults get to learn that they're gonna have no sleep when they keep sliding off their sheets. And if you ever see someone walking around in a bodysuit, be sure to lasso and measure them. Anyway, I'm off to get some rest and have some nightmares about carpeted bathrooms. This cassette I have for the Getting Down Your Town graphics really is like something out of a creepypasta. First, the cover has these weird faceless people on it, and of course it's tape number 666. Maybe this is what went wrong with my Sony J10 machine. It's haunted now. Our Sears Club points just paid for this order. Why does she look so concerned about this?
watching, and we'll see you in the morning. M-A-G-A.